Guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope everything's good wherever you guys are. Guys, smash the like button, of course. Hit the subscribe button. Share the videos, as always, guys. Guys, Eddie Hearn told Benavidez, I believe, to his face, that if he beats Caleb Plant, he will most likely get a Canelo fight, which is obviously great news because a lot of you want to see, and myself want to see, Canelo fight David Benavidez. Eddie Hearn said that if Caleb Plant was to beat Canelo, then it's unlikely that fight is going to happen because Canelo beat Caleb Plant quite soundly. So he goes that fight makes no sense. However, if David Benavidez beats Caleb Plant, then there's a good chance, because he goes, David Benavidez has a pretty weak resume, but by beating Caleb Plant, he would have earned the shot to fight Canelo Alvarez, and I would have to agree with that. If David Benavidez beats Caleb Plant, I think the pressure and the want of the fight between him and Canelo would grow to another scale. So I definitely think that if David Benavidez does beat Caleb Plant, especially if he beats Caleb Plant in emphatic fashion, I think that would put him in a very, very strong position to get that Canelo fight. And I think rightfully so, he would deserve to get that Canelo fight. And I think he would have earned his shot without question. So yeah, I would have to agree with Eddie Hearn on that. I think if Caleb Plant Benavidez does manage to beat Caleb Plant, then yeah, I think that is a fight that I want to see, and I think most people want to see. I think I want to see David Benavidez Canelo, because I think stylistically, I think it's a great fight. I think it makes for a very good fight. So yeah, that's a fight that I would really like to see, if I'm totally honest with you. And if David Benavidez does a job on Caleb Plant, I think he's earned the shot without question. Not to say that he needed to fight Caleb Plant to earn a shot anyway, but I just think that would definitely cement him as a Canelo opponent, and a guy that Canelo should be fighting. And if Canelo doesn't fight him after that, then, I think criticism can be raised towards Canelo about avoiding him, this, that, and the other. But I think if he beats Caleb Plant in emphatic fashion, without question, I want to see that fight, because I think David Benavidez wouldn't have just earned the right. I think the demand for the fight would be such. Like, I don't think you have to earn a shot at anybody. I feel if there's a demand for a fight, irrespective of whether you've earned the shot or not, if there's a demand for a fight, the fight should happen because the fans want it to happen, because there's demand there. I think that's what makes you earn a fight. I don't think a resume necessarily earns you a fight. And that's why I don't think Andrade needs to earn a Canelo fight. The criticism I have with Andrade is himself. I want to see him fight somebody. And that's my main criticism. If Canelo was to fight, Canelo was to turn around and fight Andrade tomorrow, I wouldn't criticize Canelo at all, because I think it's a good fight. I think there is a lot of interest in that fight. And I don't think Andrade needs to earn a fight with Canelo. I think the fight, I think the fight never has to be earned. I think it's a case where if the public wants it, which I'm not sure the public want to see Canelo Andrade. I don't think that's the fight that people are talking. I think people want to see Canelo Benavidez. I think that's the fight that's being talked about. I think that's the fight that a lot of the fans want. And that's what I mean. I don't think you need to earn a shot through your resume. You need to strengthen your resume for yourself, for your own legacy, for your own credentials, credibility as a fighter, not for somebody else. And that's what I think. That's what personally I think that he lacks, Andrade. However, I definitely think Benavidez would have earned his shot. I think this would have, from a resume point of view, would have earned his shot. I think from a credibility of the fight becoming even bigger, which I already think is massive now, I think that would have earned his shot. So I think that's a fight that I think a lot of people would like. I think a lot of people would want to see. And I think Canelo has to fight David Benavidez. I think the fight would be too big for him not to fight David Benavidez. So I think that would make for a very, very good fight, and a fight that I think a lot of fans would be interested in. So hopefully Canelo does fight David Benavidez, because I think Canelo would definitely, I think if Canelo doesn't fight David Benavidez, I think people would look back at his career and say, look, he avoided that fight, he didn't want it. And Canelo needs to fight David Benavidez, because that's a fight that that's a fighter that he's been linked to for a very long time, and it's a quite a big fight in terms of them two. I think stylistically it's a great fight. So yeah, I think it's a fight that a lot of people want to see. So hopefully Canelo does fight David Benavidez for himself, for his legacy, because I think if he doesn't fight David Benavidez, I think there'll be question marks. there. So I definitely think that's a fight that I think a lot of people and hardcore Canelo fans want to see as well. So hopefully Canelo, if Plant does, I mean Benavidez does beat Plant, hopefully that is a fight that Canelo, takes. Because that, I think that's the fight that a lot of his fans would want to see him fight as well. So yeah, leave your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'd love to know your opinions, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.